जन्म मृत्यु जरा तप्त जन विश्रांतिदायिनी सर्वोपनिषदुद्गुष्टा शान्त्यतीत कलात्मिका गंभीरा गगनान्तस्था गर्विता गानलोलुपा कल्पनारहिता काष्ठा कान्ता कान्तार्धविग्रहा कार्यकारण निर्मुक्ता कामकेली तरंगिता कनकताटंका लीला विग्रहधारिणी अजाक्षय विनिर्मुक्ता मुग्धा क्षिप्र प्रसादिनी अंतर्मुख समाराध्या बहिर्मुख सुदुर्लभा त्रयी त्रिवर्ग निलया त्रिस्ता त्रिपुरमालिनी निरामया निरालंबा स्वात्मा रामा सुधाश्रुतिः संसार पंख निर्मग्न समुद्धरण पंडिता यज्ञ प्रिया यज्ञ कर्त्री यजमान स्वरूपिणी धर्माधाराधनाध्यक्षा धनधान्य विवर्धिनी विप्रप्रिया विप्ररूपा विश्वभ्रमणकारिणी विश्वग्रासा विद्रुमाभा वैष्णवी विष्णुरूपिणी अयोनिर्योनिनिलया कूटस्थाकुलरूपिणी वीरगोष्ठीप्रिया वीरा नैष्कर्म्यानादरूपिणी विज्ञानकलना कल्या विदग्धा भैन्दवासना तत्त्वाधिका तत्त्वमयी तत्त्वमर्थस्वरूपिणी सामगानप्रिया सौम्या सदाशिवकुटुम्बिनी सव्यापसव्यमार्गस्था सर्वापद्विनिवारिणी स्वस्था स्वभावमधुरा धीरा धीरसमर्चिता चैतन्यार्घ्यसमाराध्या चैतन्यकुसुमप्रिया सदोदिता सदा तुष्टा तरुणादित्यपाटला दक्षिणा दक्षिणाराध्या
दक्षिणाराध्या
दरस्मेरमुखाम्बुजा दक्षिणा दक्षिणाराध्या दरस्मेरमुखाम्बुजा
दक्षिणाराध्या दरस्मेरमुखाम्बुजा
कौलिनी केवला अनर्घ्य कैवल्य पददायिनी The same principle applies here. Okay, kevala nargya. Okay, don't say separately kevala nargya kaivalya padadayini. Okay, otherwise what kaulini kevala nargya, no, kaulini kevala nargya kai, no, don't split like that. Kaulini kevala nargya kaivalya padadayini, you have to split it like that because this is anarghya kaivalya pada, so you should not split in before that. Okay, kaulini kevala nargya kaivalya padadayini दक्षिणा दक्षिणाराध्या दरस्मेरमुखाम्बुजा कौलिनी केवलानर्घ्य कैवल्यपददायिनी
दक्षिणाराध्या दरस्मेरमुखाम्बुजा कौलिनी केवलानर्घ्य
केवलानर्घ्य, no, not dirgham, nar kevalanarghya not anargya. Okay, anargya. So Kaulini Kevalanargya Kaivalya Padadayini.
Kaulini Kevalanargya Kaivalya Padadayini.
Stotra Priya Stutimati
Stotra Priya Stutimati.
Shruti Samstuta Vaibhava.
Shruti Samstuta Vaibhava.
Stotra Priya Stutimati Shruti Samstuta Vaibhava.
Stotra Priya Stutimati. Shruti Samstuta Vaibhava.
Manasvini Manavati
Manasvini Manavati.
Maheshi Mankala Krutihi.
Maheshi Mangala Kritihi.
Manasvini Manavati Maheshi Mangala Krutihi.
Manasvini Manavati. Maheshi Mangala Kritihi.
Stotra Priya Stutimati Shruti Samstuta Vaibhava. Manasvini Manavati Maheshi Mangala Krutihi.
Stotra Priya Stutimati. Shruti Samstuta Vaibhava. Manasvini Manavati. Maheshi Mangala Kritihi.
Dakshina Dakshina Radhya. See, again, this Dakshina Dakshina, there shouldn't be any space. Dakshina Dakshina Radhya. Dakshina Adakshina. There is two meaning in that. Dakshina Dakshina also one meaning is there. Dakshina Adakshina is one meaning. Dakshina Adakshina is. Dakshina means, I told you, is the right hand side. Adakshina is the left hand side. So what you say is like mantra rupam you are worshipping her, tantric rupam you are. Vama means Dakshina and Vama Margam. Two Margams we saw it last time, Savyas, Apasavya Margam. The same thing, Dakshina means Savya Margam, Apasavya Margam is Adakshina. That is one name. Dakshina also means knowledge, knowledgeable, wise man. She is worshipped in the Dakshina Margam by knowledgeable wise men. So Dakshina Radhya. Dakshina Radhya is she is worshipped by wise man in the wise man in Dakshina Margam. Knowledgeable wise man in the Dakshina Margam. So these are two meanings meant for this. Okay. Dharasmera Mukhambuja. Smera means smile. Dharasmera, freshly bloomed lotus. How it is so tender and fresh. Her smile is also fresh and tender. So it is all poetry, like how all these comparisons and all. No, it is like her smile is always like a fully bloomed, freshly bloomed lotus. Thamara madri malarnda andalarnda thamarai. Next interesting line is Kaulini Kevala Nargya Kaivalya Padadayini. There are actually 4 namas in that. Okay? Kaulini, Kevala, Anargya, Kaivalya Padadayini. But in that, excepting Anargya, we have had Kaulini, we have had Kevala, we have had Kaivalya Padadayini. All the 3 namas have already come. I'll tell you the lines because Kulangana, Kulantastha, Kaulini, Kulayogini, line number 37. Klinkari, Kevala, Guhya, Kaivalya Padadayini. The repetition of namas are there. So what they have done here, they have made it 2 namas. Out of the 4 namas here, they have made it as 2 namas. Kaulini, Kevala, Anargya, Kaivalya Padadayini. Only 2 namas are. Otherwise, if you see, there are 4 namas in there. Kaulini is there, Kevala is there, Anargya is there, and Kaivalya Padadayini is there. 4 namas. Because the repetition should not happen, they have combined it as Kaulini Kevala as one nama and Anargya Kaivalya Padadayini as another nama. There are variations. There are so many like, they follow something like called Salakshar Sutra, how the namas are split. I am just giving you an example. Like if there are two namas combined, there are if Kaulini, Kulayogini is combined, then the Kevala and Kaulini will be separate here. All these things, like the Salakshar Sutram defines that each nama, it should start from which letter and how many alphabets are there. That Sutram defines everything, and the namas which are like, mentioned here as 1000 namas, everything follows to the dot Salakshar Sutra. So each nama means how many alphabets should be there, which alphabet should behave. They have used only 32 alphabets for you to be precise. 32 alphabets have been used. That is 32 alphabets only begin. The namas begin with 32 alphabets. So Salakshara Sutram not only defines the length of the nama and the beginning letter, it also decides how many namas can come in that letter, can start with that alphabet. Sutram is very well defined. So this Lalitha Sahasranamam, every nama has been in accordance with the Salakshara Sutra. So that you have to understand the meaning, why you should not change, or the meaning, not only the meaning is lost, the exactly what benefit you get out of that nama also will be lost. So make sure that you follow how it is. Now, why I am taking so much of stress on last time also Kalpana Rahida, Kashta, Khanta, Kantartari. Why I take so much stress is it is very well defined. If you go another, it is another study by itself, Salakshara Sutram and combining the namas. So consciously don't make mistakes. Okay. Kaulini Kevala. Kaulini is always, that Kaula Margam is Kaulini. Kevala means pure. Kevala can be alone or pure. So Kaulini Kevala means Kaula Margam is pure. Pure. And it is like, it cannot be, you cannot say like, that is the only way to reach. Kevala means alone. No. It is not the only way to reach. Kevala here you can take only as pure. Pure Kaula Margam is pure, because there is always lot of questions about Vama Margam, Tantric Margam. So this, they want to clarify it, both are equally given importance here. So Kaulini Kevala. So what they say is, no, right, it is going there. Right, let me leave it like that. Anarghya Kaivalya Padadhayini. Anarghya means invaluable. Invaluable. Kaivalya Padadhayini, we know Kaivalyam is the final union with the divine. Kaivalyam is the stage, Moksham, fifth Moksham. Samabhyam, Sarubhyam, all those things we saw it, Salukyam. You go to the last step is the Kaivalya, where you find the union with the Brahma. So what they say is Anarghya Kaivalya Padadayani means invaluable Kaivalya Padam she gives. That is what it is. First time we saw she gives Kaivalya Padam. She gives Kaivalya Padam. He says now invaluable Kaivalya Padam. So the meaning is also not distorted here, and at the same time the sutram is also followed in this. Okay. Stotra Priya. She loves being praised. Stotram. You stuti, you just sing or say anything. Stuti is something she is very, very fond of. Stotram. Stuti Mati. The nama actually is split as Stuti, Mati, and Ikaram is Mati. Stuti, Mati, Mati. Stuti, Matyai. Actually, when the nama as comes, Stotra Priya, Stuti, Mati, we say no. But when you say as nama Bali, we say as Stuti, Matyai. Stuti, Matyai. That Ikaram is Stuti means praise, we all know that. Mati means knowledge. Aikaram is the wealth. So she bestows both knowledge and wealth, though for those who praise her hymns. Shruti Samstutha Vaibhava. Samstutha means celebrated or praised. Shruti Samstutha, she is the one who is praised by the Vedas. Shrutis. Vaibhava, she is glorified by the Vedas. Shruti Samstutha Vaibhava. Manasvini, very, very independent by nature. She is not dependent on anybody, so women's lip starts from her. So, she is very, very independent nature.
There is man also. Man is something.
Manas, yeah. This we missed last week. Manavati. Manavati. She's magnanimous by nature. Because what we say, Phalamabhischa vancha samadhikam. She gives much more than what you ask for. Shankara Bhagavata says, she gives much more than what you ask for. So, magnanimous in nature. So, she is also forgiving that way. Karunya, Avyaja Karuna, we will have the Nama Avyaja Karunamurti. Karunyam is her nature. So, she is able to forgive us, magnanimously forgive all our sins, all our wrongdoings. Maheshi, she is the wife of Maheshwara. Mangala Kritihi, she always, Mangala means auspiciousness, welfare, happiness, all the good things in life. Mangala Kritihi, she gives all the good things in life. Okay, let's start the next. Vishwamata Jagadhatri,
Vishwamata Jagadhatri,
Vishalakshi Viragini,
Vishalakshi Viragini,
Vishwamata Jagadhatri, Vishalakshi Viragini,
Vishwamata Jagadhatri, Vishalakshi Viragini,
Pragalbha Paramodara,
Pragalbha Paramodara,
Paramoda Manomai,
Paramoda Manomai,
Pragalbha Paramodara, Paramoda Manomai,
Pragalbha Paramodara, Paramoda Manomai,
Vishwamata Jagadhatri, Vishalakshi Viragini, Pragalbha Paramodara, Paramoda Manomai.
Vishwamata Jagadhatri, Vishalakshi Viragini, Pragalbha Paramodara, Paramoda Manomai,
Vyomakeshi Vimanastha,
Vyomakeshi Vimanastha,
Vajrini Vamakeshwari,
Vajrini Vamakeshwari,
Vyomakeshi Vimanastha, Vajrini Vamakeshwari,
Vyomakeshi Vimanastha,
Vimanastha,
Vimanastha, Vajrini Vamakeshwari,
Panchayanya Priya,
Panchayanya Priya,
Panchapreta Manchadhishayini,
Panchapreta Manchadhishayini,
Panchayanya Priya, Panchapreta Manchadhishayini,
Panchayanya Priya, Panchapreta Manchadhishayini,
Vyomakeshi Vimanastha, Vajrini Vamakeshwari, Panchayanya Priya, Panchapreta Manchadhishayini,
Vyomakeshi Vimanastha, Vajrini Vamakeshwari, Panchayanya Priya,
Panchayanya Priya,
Panchayanya Priya, Panchapreta Manchadhishayini.
very good. Vishwamata, she is the mother of entire universe. Vishwaha means Mahavishnu. She is the Adi Shakti from which the Brahma, Vishnu and Rudra and all emerged. She is the Adi Shakti. So you can say she is the mother of Vishnu also. Vishwamata. Jagadhatri, she is the supporter of the entire universe. She is the one who supports the entire universe. Everything emerged from her. So she is the one who supports the entire universe. Vishalakshi, she has got large eyes which can cover the entire prapancham. Nothing escapes her eyes. Sakshi, she is the Sakshi everywhere. We cannot say that we did something without anyone's knowledge. Somebody is seeing it. That is her, Vishalakshi. Varanasya Vishalakshi. Varanasi Devi is Vishalakshi. Viragini, Vairagyam. Dispassion. Vairagyam. Vairagyam from the indifferent to the worldly pleasures. Who takes sannyasam? No? Vairagyam. Without that Vairagyam, if you are not indifferent towards worldly pleasure, then there is no point in sannyasam. Like that, like a sannyasi, she is a Vairagyam. She has got, that's why Viragini. Pragalbha. Pragalbha means bold, courageous, resolute, brave, strong. All those things are called Pragalbha. Pragalbha, we know the battle between her and the Bandasura, how brave she was. Parama Udara, Paramodhara, Parama Udara. Udara means generous. Parama Udara, extremely generous. Parama Udara. Paramoda, she is the embodiment of supreme joy. Moda means in joy. Paramoda, she is the embodiment of supreme joy. Manomai, she is the embodiment of mind, because mind is something that can realize her, that can also take you to the wrong direction. Rendu narakum. It can guide you, you can realize through your mind, later you can go off the road somewhere. So it is only the mind, she is in the form of mind. She is the embodiment of mind. The mind plays an important role in Atmanyana. Bhagavad little, okay. Drawing. Yato Vishcharathi manasa chanchalam astiram. Tatasthatho niyamya yet atmanyeva vashamnayet. This mind, drawing back this restless mind from all the other objects. We all go after things. We want this, we want that. All the things we want. Want. There's no end to the want. But what you have to do, draw that mind from going out and concentrate, keep concentrating on the Atma. That's what Krishna says. Keep concentrating. Every time you will fail. It will go. One moment you want to focus on you sit in the meditation, one moment you focus, and the next moment mind will travel even to the space and come back. No? So, whenever the mind goes outside, make it a practice to bring back to the Atma. That is Krishna, Manomai. She is in the form of mind. So, it is actually a, disciplined process to make it work. It is in your hand. To bring back mind, to focus it on the Atma, it is absolutely in the training that you have to give to the mind. That is why the Krishna says like that. It goes out. Don't worry, it goes 100 times outside. Bring it back. Focus it on. Even for a minuscule of a second is fine. Make it. And the minuscule will become a minute. A minute will become few hours. So keep bringing it back. Every time it goes up, bring it back. Vyoma Keshi. Vyoman means Akasham. Akasham element is called Vyoman. Keshi means hair. This Akasham is Virat Rupam. The Akasham is her hair. Virat Rupam. Vishwarupam. Vishwarupam, Akasham is hair. If you say like, when Shiva, the cosmic dance of Shiva, you see the flowing hair, Nataraja, that is Akasha. See, the dance of Shiva denotes the principle of I don't want to divert into that subject because that's one of the subjects that brought me into this field. So, the dance of Shiva, the hair represents the Akasha element. So the hair goes everywhere. So Akasha is spread everywhere. Vimanastha. Vimana, we all know Vimanam is aeroplane, plane. Aeroplane, Vimanam. Vimanastha. She possesses all the celestial possesses Vimanam. And she also possesses one. So Vimanastha. Vimana also denotes unconditioned, limitless Brahman. Stha means she resides in that. Vimanastha. Vajrani. Shiva is called Vajra. She is called Vajrani. Another interpretation is Indrani. She is in the form of Indrani. Because Indra is the one who holds the Vajrayuda. She is in the form of Indrani. Vamakeshwari. Vamakeshi you saw. Vamakeshwari. There's a difference between this. Vamakeshwari means Vamakeshwar. She is glorified in Vamakeshwara Tantra. There is one Tantra which defines her completely. It is also called Tantra Raja, king of all Tantras. So Vamakeshwara Tantra, and there is also a difference of opinion that two are different. There is also people say that Vamakeshwara Tantra and Tantra Rajam are both are same. It is like the king of all Tantras and which actually reveals her nature. So she is Vamakeshwari. Panchayanya Priya. Panchayanyam. Sayesha Yanya Panchavide Agnihotram Darsha Purnamasam Chaturmasyani Pashuhu Somha. 5 yajnas, Veda says 5 yajnas, Agnihotram, Darsha Purnamasam, Chaturmasya, Pasubandha and Soma Yajna. These are all 5 yajnams mentioned in the Vedas. But for Smriti, for this worldly life, there are 5 yajnas mentioned. That is yajnam in a different level. This yajnam is our level. This yajnam what? Deva yajnam, Brahma yajnam, Pitru yajnam, Bhuta yajnam, Manushya yajnam. Deva yajnam, we do all the kinds of puja, appeasing gods and goddesses, all the yajnam and everything we do it, homam we do it to appease the deities. That is called Deva yajnam. Brahma yajnam is something, the study of the Vedas is the yajnam. So that is Brahma yajnam. Pitru yajnam, for the forefathers we all perform Shraddham and things like that. That is called Pitru yajnam. Bhuta yajnam. Bhuta means all animals, birds, everything. You feed the animals, you feed the birds. This is called Bhuta yajnam. Or Manushya yajnam. Atithi, when they come home, how you treat them. So these 5 yajnas are meant for us. Other yajna mentioned are meant for other things like yajnam as it is performed. But for our worldly life, these 5 yajnas are Deva, Brahma, Pitru, Bhuta, Manushya yajnam. This is Pancha Mahayajnas. So these Pancha yajnam, she is pleased by this 5 yajnas, whether it is done those way or this way. Okay. Pancha Preta Manchadi Shayani. Ambal is seated on a throne made of 5 pretams, dead bodies. 5 pretam, Pancha Pretam. The legs are Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra and Maheshwara. The seat is Sadashiva. These are all like, you don't take it literally like that. Literally don't think Brahma is seated in one leg or Vishnu is seated. Not like that. Not like that. These are all principles. We talked about 36 principles long back, some time back, if you remember. These 5 are the Panchakritya deities, the deities who are meant to perform Srishti Sthiti Samharam, Stirodhanam and Anugraham. These are all 5 karmas, 5 cosmic functions that happen. Srishti, Sthiti, Samharam. Tirodhanam is hiding before again the Srishti happens, Pralayam happens, which hides all the beings, all the souls into the, we say Hiranyagarbha, like it stays there with the Brahman. Again, Anugraham is again, Srishti again when it happens, as a blessing for the souls to redeem itself. Okay, so these are 5 basic cosmic functions. We have to understand these 5 cannot function without her. She is the reason for these 5 functions to take place. That is why it is mentioned here. Instead of you are just giving a form to that function. Like Brahma, Srishti means Brahma, Vishnu means Sthiti, Samhara means Rudra, Tirodhana means Maheshwara, Sadashiva is Anugraha. So it is all principles. Without her, nothing will function. That is why they are mentioned. They are equal to dead bodies, Pretham. Because they cannot function, this function cannot happen without her. The deities who are performing those functions are considered to be dead bodies on their own, Pretham. When the Shakti form enters, then the functions happen. Shakti as power and energy is behind all the functions. The creative Shakti is there, Brahmani. Vaishnava Shakti is there, Vaishnavi. You see, every goddess has got the Shakti of it behind that, which makes them do. From outwardly, it looks they are performing, but what actually happens is, it is the Shakti that incites them, motivates them to perform. Motivation makes them perform, not motivation, it is makes them perform. 2 days if you don't eat food, where is your energy? This is exactly what. Simple. And we are running, doing all the work, going out, laughing, talking, everything we are doing it. 2 days, 3 days, don't eat. What will happen?
You collapse.
You will be lying down. Equal to Pretham, because you are not active. Exactly, this is what it is. Energy is given by her. The power is given by her. If the power, we say her, that power itself is her. There is no that she gives the power. Whatever that makes them do is called Shakti. Understand this. It's very, very complicated. It's very subtle, because this is the base of Shakti Upasana. Where we say Brahman, if it moves, it cannot be called as Brahman. Brahman has to be static. Understand that. Brahman has to be static, standing in one place. Because it doesn't know movement. It cannot think. It cannot do other things. No gunas are there, nirguna, nirmala. There is no impurity. So it is just a pure stuff that is there. What happens when the Brahman decides to create? Something makes it move. Just because it moves, it doesn't mean that it is not Brahman. It is the same Brahman which moves. But there is a power which is not from outside, which is from within the Brahman itself. Where we get our energy, within us. The energy is within us, which makes us move, which makes us talk, which makes us do things. It is not coming from outside, no. It is coming from within us. In the same way, the Shakti is within the Brahman. It is not different from. That is why we say as Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupini. Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupini. Shiva, if Shiva needs to, that is Brahman needs to create. Without Shakti he cannot create. Understand? This is the basic principle of Shakti. So understand that these heads, the functional heads, become very inactive, like a preta, if the absence of the respective Shaktis. It is not the present, it is the absence of the respective Shaktis. Panchami. Panchami. We have started this? We have to change. Okay. Panchami Panchabhuteshi.
Panchami Panchabhuteshi.
Panchasankhyopacharini.
Panchasankhyopacharini.
Panchami Panchabhuteshi. Panchasankhyopacharini.
Panchami Panchabhuteshi.
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 Panchasankhyopacharini. Sashvati Sashvataishvarya.
Shashvati Shashvataishvarya.
Sharmada Shambhu Mohini.
Sharmada Shambhu Mohini.
Shashvati Shashvataishvarya. Sharmada Shambhu Mohini.
Shashvati Shashvataishvarya. Sharmada Shambhu Mohini.
Panchami Panchabhuteshi. Panchasankhyopacharini. Sashvati Shashvataishvarya. Sharmada Shambhu Mohini.
Panchami Panchabhuteshi. Panchasankhyopacharini. Shashvati Shashvataishvarya. Sharmada Shambhu Mohini.
Dharadhara Sutha Dhanya.
Dharadhara Sutha Dhanya.
Dharmini Dharmavardhini.
Dharmini Dharmavardhini.
Dharadhara Sutha Dhanya. Dharmini Dharmavardhini.
Dharadhara Sutha Dhanya. Dharmini Dharmavardhini.
Lokatita Gunatita.
Lokatita Gunatita.
Sarvatita Shamatmika.
Sarvatita Shamatmika.
Lokatita Gunatita. Sarvatita Shamatmika.
Lokatita Gunatita. Sarvatita Shamatmika.
Dharadhara Sutha Dhanya. Dharmini Dharmavardhini. Lokatita Gunatita. Sarvatita Shamatmika.
Dharadhara Sutha Dhanya. Dharmini Dharmavardhini. Lokatita Gunatita. Sarvatita Shamatmika.
Panchami. Panchama. Sadashiva is called Panchama. So, Patni of Sadashiva is called Panchami. That is one meaning for that. Panchami is also the name for Varahi. Now Varahi Navaratri is going on. Varahi is called Panchami. One of the names for Varahi is called Panchami. She is in the form of that. Panchabhuteshi. Panchabhuteshi. She is the ruler of the 5 cosmic elements. Panchabhutam. Earth, water, air, fire, air and akasha. 5 elements. Panchabhutam. Panchabhuteshi. She is the ruler of the 5 elements. Panchasankhyopacharini. Panchasankhya Upacharini. Upacharam. 5. When you say Panchabhutam, then we have, when everyday puja, Sankhya means like Sankhya means count, 5 count, or connected, appear to be connected with. We do 5. Panchabhuta, Lamityadi Panchabhuta. Lam Pritvatmikaya, Gandham Samarpayami, Hamaka Satmikaya, Pushpai Pujayami. We connect all the Gandham, Pushpam, Dhupam, Deepam and Naivedyam. All the 5 elements are worshipped here. Okay. So, Lamityadi Puja, normally we say as Panchabhuta. So, Panchabhuta, she is in the form of Ishwari of the Panchabhutam. Panchasanya Upacharani, that Upacharam that we do for the Panchabhutam. With Gandham, Pushpam, Dhupam, Deepam, Naivedyam, that is called as Panchasankhya-upacharani, which are connected to the Panchabhutas, okay? Sashwati, she is eternal. Sashwatam, Sashwati means she is eternal. Nitya, that is what. Sashwataishwarya, her wealth is also eternal wealth. What is her wealth? Aishwaryam is her moksha. Moksha is her wealth. She is the one who gives that moksha. Moksha is the wealth which is eternal. Sharmada. Sharman means, because we saw one Nama, Sharmadayini, in Nama number 125. Here Sharman means happiness, joy, all those things, delight, bliss. She bestows that. Sharmada means she bestows bliss, happiness and all to the devotees. Shambhu Mohini. Shiva is called Shambhu. You know why she is called Shambhu? Sha-amba, Shamba. Sha-amba. Ambaloda senda Shivanukku da Shambhu peru. Shambhu means the one who is Sha-amba. So, Shambhu, the one who is called as Shambhu, is already with the wife. So, Shambhu Mohini, the one who confers happiness. Shiva is called also Shambhu because he confers happiness to his devotees. Shiva is called Shambhu because he gives happiness to his devotees.
I read in some of the shloka where you don't have to go to Shiva and tell shlokas. He knows, when the devotee goes, he knows
what he wants. We want. And like that every god knows. Every god knows.
But I read that shloka next class I'll tell you.
Okay.
Because we read in Pravesha class that shloka is there.
Yeah, that is like, the thing is, everyone knows. Does it mean that the gods don't know what we want? The problem is with us. We don't know what we want. It is, they know very well what we want. We don't know what we actually want. So many times we don't ask the right one. Dhara. Dhara means Prithvi. She is in the form of Prithvi. Dharani, Dhara. Dhara means Prithvi. Prithvi, she is in the form of Prithvi. Dhara Sutha. Dhara Sutha. Sutha means daughter. Dhara Sutha, mountain's daughter. Himavana Putri. So she is the Putri, Himavan Putri. Dhanya. She bestows riches, wealth to people, devote. Till one is contented. Till one is content. She doesn't just give. When we saw in the Devamatmyam, the Raja wants only his kingdom to get back. He wants to get Suratha Raja wants his kingdom back. He was lost. He is out of this country. So he wants the kingdom back. She not only gives the kingdom, but he says in the Ashtavimshadime Yuge, the 28th Yugam, he will become the Manu of that thing. Savarni Suryadani. He will become the Savarnika Manu in the 28th Yugam. That is what, she doesn't just give what you want, she gives much more than you ask for. The Phalamavischa Vanchasam Adhikam. So she doesn't just give only what you want. Dharmini, Dharmam, she is said to be in the form of Dharma. Wealth which is not accrued only with Dharma will not stay with you. Dharmic means you have to acquire your wealth in dharmic way. So Dharmini. Dharma Vardhini, she increases the nature of Dharma in her devotees. Even for a little while you cannot think of adharmic way. So dharma, she increases. So if only when you have something, it can increase. If it is only zero, what can go on? Like, so we all have to understand worshipping her. We have some dharma left in us. Lokatitha, she is beyond all the lokas. All the lokas, starting from Indra Lokam to Vishnu Lokam. All the lokam, she is beyond all the lokas. Gunatita, she transcends 3 gunas. Because guna, I told you in the beginning of the universe, the gunas are in an equilibrium state, and the permutation combination of different gunas make the variegated prapancham with so many things in different ways. So all the gunas exist in every one being, but in different proportion. That is what. Every being has got all the gunas. Sometimes we are very sattvic, sometimes we are kali. So that is no Raudara Rupam, we take also Raudara.
Yes.
When Rajas goes up, and sometimes Sattva Gunam is at the height. We are very sattvic. There's nobody equal to our sattvik.
Today Ravi was showing me one this
Not
one.
now, afterwards. Because I want to finish this. Sarvadita, she transcends everything. She transcends the world, she transcends the deities, she transcends everything, all the gunas and everything. Samatmika, she's always in a kind of tranquility because all the gunas are in equilibrium. There is no up and down, like the graph doesn't go like this, like our ECG report. It just is
ECG.
one line. One line happens when we know when. So Samatmika, she is always in tranquility. Tranquility is her nature. Okay, next one. Bandhuka kusuma prakhya
Bandhuka kusuma prakhya
Bala Leela Vinodini.
Bala Leela Vinodini
Bandhuka kusuma prakhya Bala Leela Vinodini.
Bandhuka kusuma prakhya Bala Leela Vinodini
Sumangali Sukhakari.
Sumangali Sukhakari.
See, here the challenge is Sukhakari, Sukhakari, Ka, second Ka, Sukhakari. Kari is someone who does it, who gives the Sukham. Sukham, the one who gives Sukham is Sukhakari. Okay, so when you are saying, don't say Sukhakari, no. Sukhakari, Sukha, second Ka, Sukhakari. Sumangali Sukhakari.
Sumangali Sukhakari
Suveshadhya Suvasini.
Suveshadhya Suvasini
Sumangali Sukhakari Suveshadhya Suvasini.
Sumangali Sukhakari Suveshadhya Suvasini
Bandhuka Kusuma Prakhya Bala Leela Vinodini. Sumangali Sukhakari Suveshadhya Suvasini.
Bandhuka Kusuma Prakhya Bala Leela Vinodini Sumangali Sukhakari Suveshadhya Suvasini
Swasinyarchana Prita
Suvasinyarchana Prita
Ashobhana Suddha Manasa.
Ashobhana Shuddha Manasa.
This is all common places where people make mistakes. That's why I split it specifically and told, because the Nama is Ashobhana. Shobhana Nama has already come there. So this one is Ashobhana. Okay? Shobhana is beautiful. Ashobhana is extremely beautiful. The meaning does not change. But here it is, the repetition of namas are always avoided. So when you are saying it together, Swasinyarchana Prita Shobhana. So Prita Shobhana, Prita Shobhana. Say together. Prita Shobhana Shuddha Manasa. Okay? திருப்பி சொல்றேன்.
Okay.
Okay. Swasinyarchana prita shobana suddha manasa.
Suvasinyaarchana prita shobana shuddha manasa.
Don't take a break after prita. So, see, if you want to take that break, I cannot do it without that.
Okay.
You are not supposed to do, but still. But still. Swasi, listen to me. There are two ways of doing it. If you want, like Shobana, it shouldn't come as Shobana. For sure, it should come only as Ashobana. So, Swasinyarchana Prita Shobana, one A. Got it? Here, one more time. Swasinyarchana Prita Shobana Shuddha Manasa. Then it is correct. But Swasinyarchana Prita Shobana Shuddha. No, it is not correct. That is the difference. Swasinyarchana, there are two ways of saying it. Swasinyarchana Prita Shobana Shuddha Manasa. That is correct. Swasinyarchana Prita Shobana. One A. Swasinyarchana. See, the meter should not change. You should not affect the chandas. That's very, very important. So you cannot say Swasinyarchana Prita Ashobana. No, it is not right. The meter gets affected. So you have to say together very subtly that A should be incorporated there. Swasinyarchana Prita Ashobana Shuddha Manasa. You can say that. Okay? Swasinyarchana Prita Shobana. Remember two ways. Swasinyarchana Prita Shobana Shuddha Manasa. That is correct. But Swasinyarchana Prita Shobana Shuddha Manasa. That is correct. What is wrong is Swasinyarchana Prita Shobana Shuddha Manasa. That is wrong. So now clearly there are two ways you can say it. One way you should never say it. You should never say that because you are distorting the meaning of that. Okay? Swasinyarchana Prita Shobana Shuddha. One has to go with the meter. Don't make a break there and say Ashobana. That is wrong. Otherwise, if you are very comfortable, Swasinyarchana Prita Shobana Shuddha. That is good. Swasinyarchana Prita Shobana Shuddha. Without a break, you take a break after Shobana. Swasinyarchana Prita Shobana Shuddha Manasa. That is like, take a break after Shobana. There is nothing wrong in that. If you feel like you are breathless and you have to take a break to have it, Swasinyarchana Prita Shobana Shuddha. One A very subtly should be added to that. Don't take a break after Prita. The main underlining point is don't take a break after Prita. Break after Shobana is only correct. Swasinyarchana Prita Shobana Shuddha Manasa. Swasinyarchana Prita Shobana Shuddha Manasa. That is good. Don't take a break after Prita. That is the main thing. So, because the nama will change. Okay? Bindu Tarpana Santushta.
Bindu Tarpana Santushta.
Purvaja Tripurambika.
Purvaja Tripurambika.
Bindu Tarpana Santushta. Purvaja Tripurambika.
Bindu Tarpana Santushta. Purvaja Tripurambika.
Swasinyarchana Prita Shobana Shuddha Manasa. Bindu Tarpana Santushta. Purvaja Tripurambika.
Swasinyarchana Prita Shobana Shuddha Manasa. Bindu Tarpana Santushta. Purvaja Tripurambika.
Because what happened, generically people make mistakes. In all these places, wherever I have mentioned throughout the Sahasranamam, avoid that. Avoid that. Consciously recite next class we will recite the entire Sahasranamam. How it is done, you have to follow that, okay? Bandhuga Kusuma Prakya. Bandhuga is Bandhu Jiva in Bengal. I think today we will take a little longer time, okay? We will complete this and then. Bandhuka is a tree popularly known as Bandhu Jivaka in Bengal. The flowers are yellowish red in color because her complexion is like that. Bandhuka Kusuma Pragya. Her color is, her radiance is compared to the color of these flowers. Bandhu Jivaka. Bhala. Ambal's 9-year-old small stature is called Bala. Bala. She is in the form of Bala. We will just leave it like that because there are a lot of things as Bala. Bala is the first step to the Sri Vidya Upadeshan. So she's the Bala mantra is the first mantra that is initiated to Sri Vidya worship. Leela Vinodini. Leela means sport. Leela, pastime. All the cosmic functions, creations, Srishti, Sthiti, Samharam, everything, she does it like a sport. So Leela Vinodini. Sumangali. Mangala means auspiciousness. Su means excellent, extreme, supreme auspiciousness. Sumangali, a wife who is living with her husband is called as Sumangali in our worldly thing. Okay? Sumangali. Sukhakari. Sukha means happiness. She always gives happiness to her devotees. Sukhakari. That is why Sukha. Remember that whenever you are saying Sukha, remember me. Suveshadhya. Suvesha means beautifully adorned. Suvesham. Vesham, you know, with all the sari and jewelry and everything is Vesham. What here is without all that Vesham. But Suvesham, beautiful Vesham she has got. All the jewelry and everything, she looks beautiful. Her form is described like, appearance is so beautiful with all those jewelry and sari and everything, ornaments, Vesham. Swasini. So as I said, Sumangali, it is also called Suvasini. Vasini means fragrance that comes out of women. Suvasini is the beautiful fragrance because of the flowers and the the scent and everything, chantanam, whatever they apply on them, that Vasini, that is the reason they get the name Suvasini. Devoted wife, you can say it as Suvasini. Swasini Archana Prita. When she is so pleased, when she is worshipped by these Suvasinis. Okay? Ashobhana. Shobhana, I told, is beautiful. Ashobhana is extremely beautiful. It is not simply beautiful. She is extremely beautiful. Ashobhana. Shuddha Manasa. This is what is the crux of it. As I have always told, it is not how we are doing the puja, how big you are doing, you are giving some Vairavaiduriyam to Perumal. It is not like that. Ambal. It is not like that. What you are giving and this. Shuddha Manasa. What you can actually give is your own purity of that mind. Purity of mind takes you there. Not the things that all the things are given by her. What you are going to give the things to her. What you can actually give her is the purity of the mind. Pure mind is something that you can give it to her. Shuddha Manasa. Because she is pure-minded. That is the reason she demands only that. Pure mind only from us. Bindu Tarpana Santushta. Tarpana, the Navavarana Puja, we do the Tarpanam for the Bindu every time when we do the Navavarana Puja. Bindu Tarpanam we do it. Navavarana Puja is the unique puja where you do the Tarpanam as well as the Upacharam, both together.
So Tarpanam means what?
Argyam. You put like Tarpanam means even when you see your Amavasya or the Shraddham, you give lot of water, you pour. When you say the mantra, you pour water. Tarpanam is Argyam. Argyam, if you start giving, that is why when you Navavarana Puja, if you notice, if you had the chance to notice it, we say always Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. Pujayami Tarpayami Namaha. So Tarpanam is done along with the puja. So one hand flower, one hand is water. It is like that, we give both. Tarpanam, that is the, so Bindu Tarpana Santushta, when she is so pleased when the Tarpanam is done, the Bindu. Purvaja, she exists even before the creation. Purvaja, she is the top one. Purvaja. Tripurambika. Tripurambika is the 8th Avarana of the Ishwari of the 8th Avarana. Sarvarakshakara Chakram. Sarvartha Sadhana, no, Sarvarakshakara, I think. 8th Avarana. Sarva Siddhi Prada is 9th Avarana. Sarvarakshakara, I think. Let me come to that. Okay, 8th Avarana deity is called Tripurambika. In the 9 Avaranas, 8th Avarana deity, that is Sarva Siddhi Prada Chakram. That is the innermost triangle where the Bindu is seated in the Sri Chakram. That is the innermost inverted triangle. So that triangle is called Sarva Siddhi Prada Chakram. All, whatever you want wishes, it will give you. That Ishwari is Tripurambika. She is in the form of Tripurambika. Dasha Mudra Samaradhya. Again, if you had seen, we do it every day. 10 mudras we do and we worship her. For every avarana there is a mudra. We have not done it. Oh, sorry. Dasha Mudra Samaradhya. Tripura Shri Vashankari. See, again here, Tripura Shri Vashankari. Tripura Shri Vashankari. Not, don't say it, Tripura Shri Vashankari. No. Tripura Shri Vashankari. Tripura Shri Vashankari. Tripura Shri Vashankari. Tripura Shri is the 5th Avarana Devata. So Tripura Shri Vashankari. Okay? Understand that. Because these are all the things where I have commonly heard people say. Tripura Shiva Shankari, that also I have heard. Tripura Shiva Shankari, that's so many things that I have heard. I am correcting here now so you don't make the same mistakes. Tripura Dasha Mudra Samaradhya. Tripura Shri Vasankari.
Dasha Mudra Samaradhya. Tripura Shri Vasankari.
Jnana Mudra Jnana Gamya.
Jnana Mudra Jnana Gamya.
Jnana Jnaya Swarupini.
Jnana Jnaya Swarupini.
Jnana Mudra Jnana Gamya. Jnanam Jnaya Swarupini.
Jnana Mudra Jnana Gamya. Jnanam Jnaya Swarupini.
Dasha Mudra Samaradhya. Tripura Shri Vashankari. Jnana Mudra Jnana Gamya. Jnanam Jnaya Swarupini.
Dasha Mudra Samaradhya. Tripura Shri Vashankari. Jnana Mudra Jnana Gamya. Jnana Jnaya Swarupini.
Yoni Mudra Trikhandeshi.
Yoni Mudra Trikhandeshi.
Trigunamba Trikonaga.
Trigunamba Trikonaga.
Yoni Mudra Trikhandeshi. Trigunamba Trikonaga.
Yoni Mudra Trikhandeshi. Trigunamba Trikonaga.
Anagadbhuta Charitra.
Anagadbhuta Charitra.
Vanchitartha Pradayini.
Vanchitartha Pradayini.
Anagadbhuta Charitra. Vanchitartha Pradayini.
Anagadbhuta Charitra. Vanchitartha Pradayini.
Yoni Mudra Trikhandeshi. Trigunamba Trikonaga. Anagadbhuta Charitra. Vanchitartha Pradayini.
Yoni Mudra Trikhandeshi. Trigунamba Trigonaga Anagadbhuta.
Don't split it. Anagadbhuta. I know it is Anagha Adbhuta Charitra. The two namas are different. Anagha Adbhuta Charitra. Anagadbhuta Charitra. Say it together. Anagadbhuta Charitra.
Vanchitartha Pradayini.
Very good. Dasha Mudra Samaradhya. Every avarana, 9 avaranas in the Sri Chakram is there. Every avarana has got a mudra to display, to be displayed. Hand gestures to be displayed for every mudra, every avarana. So they are called Dasha Mudra. You can say 9 avaranas you are saying, or you are saying Dasha Mudra. There are actually the spiritual journey doesn't stop with a bindu. It goes little above. Little above. So we say Panchadashi stops with bindu and Shodasi goes a little above bindu, 1 inch above bindu. Why we say is it is when you do meditation. Okay? When we do meditation, we do meditation till the time we are doing. Of course, even while you are doing, you are thinking of a lot of things. But at least for some time, you are focusing on something. You are in union with the Brahma. Okay? And what happens? The moment you get up, you get back to your worldly stage. Okay? You get back to the world. But whereas the union becomes complete, completely you are staying there. When there is no coming back. There are so many yogis you have seen that they are completely in union. They never get back to the normal. Even if they get back, the normal life doesn't affect them. They are in that state all the time. That is what is 10th mudra reveals that. 9 mudras take you to the top. But to stay there permanently, you go little above that. That's why she is called Dashamudra Samaradhya. She is worshipped with the 10 gestures. Because now the next few namas are associated with those mudras. That is the reason. Tripura Shri Vashankari, the 5th avarana of the Sarvartha Sadhaka Chakram, it is called 5th avarana. What is the importance of this 5th? We never said anything Vashankari all the time, all the Ishwaris. We just mentioned their name. But Tripura Shri Vashankari, the 5th avarana, the first avarana is what we call it as Jagrat, 3 avasthas. The Jagrat, Swapna and Sushupti, first 3 avaranas go there. And then some kind of a spiritual thoughts coming to your head. You want to turn towards spiritualism and you want to worship. That is the 4th avarana, the mindset. The 9 avaranas in the Sri Chakra mentions the consciousness level. Understand that. It is nothing but your consciousness level, how it progresses towards that single point called Bindu. From where, it is from the world, how it is Jagrat. You interact with everything, so it is Jagrat. Interact with many. Then you go to the Swapna state, where the mind is still active. Though all your indriyas, everything, hands, legs, eyes, everything is closed. But mind takes the storage mein jo rakha hai na, that one, he takes it on that and it comes as dreams, swapna. It doesn't leave, it takes on your sushma, deham, and it comes as dreams for you, which is stayed in that is why we say the dreams are but something that is in the subconscious level. No, it is something that we have so many times interacted during the wakeful stage and we have not given so much importance, but it stays as a storage in our mind and it comes in the night when you are sleeping. And the next stage comes, the dream also goes off. You don't know how you slept. It is only when you get up you understand that you had a deep sleep. Without any dreams, without anything. You feel so fresh. Why you feel so fresh? In the deep sleep state, even your mind is absent. It is because your mind is absent, you have that small union with the Brahman at that time. That is what is Sushupti. That makes you fresh in the morning.
And
The small union makes you fresh. So small union in the night, every night we all experience it. The small union makes us fresh. That small union teaches us how happy it is that union is, which should be the driving force for you to go in that line. So the next what happens when you understand the beauty of that small union that you have experienced in the night, your chintanai goes towards your how, why, what is this that is giving me this. You go to the next stage of search. Search for the spiritual happiness which has given you that happiness. This is the fourth avarana. Fifth avarana, when your search is sincere, the Guru comes there to guide you. That is why in the avaranas, and Guru takes you from there on. From there on, what you have to do, every avarana means every stage in the spiritual life, where he takes to the single point which is the source of everything, which you saw the variegated world in the wakeful stage. That is a single point. He takes you there. But meeting your Guru is the turning point in your life. That is why the Ishwari of the fifth avarana should be Vashankari. You have to attract her and hold her so you get to meet your Guru. That is the beauty of it. So at any point of time, don't say Tripura Shri Vashankari. Don't ever say that. Tripura Shri Vashankari. We have to, take her, hold her. She only has to help us find our Guru, which is going to be the turning point in life. So this Nama is very, very important as much as the deity is very important. And why I gave so much of explanation is for you to understand the value of that Nama. Don't ever say Tripura Shri Vashankari. Tripura Shri Vashankari. You get the good Guru in your life. Okay? Tripura Shri Vashankari. Jnana Mudra. These are all mudras. Now we call chin mudras now. Dakshinamurti. You must have seen the Dakshinamurti holding that thumb and the index finger together with the three other fingers apart. This Guru Mudra, Jnana Mudra, which gives you Jnana. Dakshinamurti says the experience is Jnanam. So you have to experience. Jnanam is something that cannot be talked about. Jnanam is something that you have to experience. That is why Dakshinamurti is holding the chin mudra. Whoever says even Ayyappan holds this mudra. All these people say that this is Jnanam is something that is to be experienced. That is what is going to take you above. So chin mudra is called Jnana Mudra. Jnana Gamya. Only through knowledge you can approach her. Only through knowledge. Nothing will come for you. All the worldly riches, all the beautifications, all the houses that you own, all the wealth that you have, nothing will come to you. Only knowledge will take you to her. So understand knowledge is very important. Jnana Gamya. She can be approachable only through knowledge. Jnana Nyaya Swarupini, because she is both knowledge and the one to be known. Nyayam means something to be known through the knowledge. She is the Jnanam, and that Jnanam takes you to her, who is to be known. Nyayam, we call it as Jnanam Nyayam. So Jnana Nyaya Swarupini, she is both in the form of knowledge as well as as knowing or to be known. Okay? Jnana Nyaya Swarupini. Yoni Mudra. It is the 9th of the 10 mudras. Yoni Mudra, which is Yoni means source. She is the source of everything. That Bindu is the source of everything. So Yoni Mudra. These 10 mudras now are being discussed here. Yoni Mudra. Trikhandeshi. Trikhanda Mudra is the 10th mudra, the final mudra of these 10 Dashamudras. So she is in the form of Trikhanda Mudra. Triguna. You have done it, no?
Yes.
Triguna. The Trigunambha is Triguna and Amba. Two namas are there. Triguna means she is in the form of Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. So all the three gunas are in an equilibrium state in her. So she is Triguna. Amba. She is the mother of all the gunas. She is the mother of everything. Amba. Amba means mother. Amba. Trikonaga. The Bindu is seated on the inverted triangle in the in the Sri Chakra. The last, the triangle is not affected by anything. If you see, so like in the Sri Chakram, if you see it, there are 4 upward facing triangle and 5 downward facing triangle. The 9 triangles interact to make all the other triangles. But whereas the center triangle, it is independently seated there. That is where the Bindu is there. So Trikonaga, she is in the form of that triangle, Trikona, innermost triangle of the Sri Chakra, which is independent, which is not connected with other triangles, that independently stays inside, because many a times you would not have observed, because Sri Chakram, how it works. When you see the Meru, you can see it like all this one triangle will be on top separately, where Bindu is there. Anagha. Agha means sin, impure, and Anagha means there is nirmalam, we say it, without any impurity. Anagha. Adbhuta charitra. Adbhuta means extraordinary. Extraordinary, marvelous, wonderful. You can just go on like that. Her charitram is something, is extraordinary charitram. Whether it is Bandasuravadam or whether it's taking us all towards the each soul to the final emancipation. This is all Adbhuta Charitra. Vanchitartha Pradayini. That is what I told. She gives much more than you ask for. She gives much more than you ask for. Whatever you desired, no? She gives much more than what you have desired. Vanchitartha Pradayini. Artha means wealth. Not only wealth, not the physical wealth. There are so many wealth included. So knowledge is also wealth. So Vanchitartha, whatever you aspire, she gives much more than that. Desire. Next one we will start.
Yeah.
We will see all the 3 lines together because this is the end.
Okay.
So okay. Abhyasadisayanyatha
Abhyasadishayanyata
Shadadvatita Rupini.
Shadadvatita Rupini
Abhyasadishayanyatha Shadadvatita Rupini.
Abhyasadishayanyata Shadadvatita Rupini
Avyajakarunamurtir
Avyajakarunamurtir
Ajnanadvanta Deepika.
Ajnanadvanta Deepika
Avyajakarunamurtir Ajnanadvanta Deepika.
Avyajakarunamurtir Ajnanadvanta Deepika
Abhyasadishayanyatha Shadadvatita Rupini. Avyajakarunamurtir Ajnanadvanta Deepika. Abhyasadishayanyatha Shadadvatita Rupini. Avyajakarunamurtir Ajnanadvanta Deepika. Abhyasadishayanyata
Shadadvatita Rupini Avyajakarunamurtir Ajnanadvanta Deepika
Abhyajakarun. Okay. Abhala Gopa Vidita.
Abala Gopa Vidita
Abhala Gopa Vidita.
Abala Gopa Vidita
Sarvanullangya Shasana.
Sarvanullangya Shasana
Abhala Gopa Vidita. Sarvanullangya Shasana.
Abala Gopa Vidita Sarvanullangya Shasana
Shri Chakra Raja Nilaya.
Shri Chakra Raja Nilaya
Shrimat Tripura Sundari.
Srimat Tripura Sundari
Shri Chakra Raja Nilaya. Shrimat Tripura Sundari.
Shri Chakra Raja Nilaya श्रीमत्त्रिपुरसुन्दरी
श्री शिवा शिवशक्त्यैक्यरूपिणी
श्री शिवा शिवशक्त्यैक्यरूपिणी
ललिताम्बिका
ललिताम्बिका
श्री शिवा शिवशक्त्यैक्यरूपिणी ललिताम्बिका
श्री शिवा शिवशक्त्यैक्यरूपिणी ललिताम्बिका
एवं श्री ललिता देव्या नाम्नां सहस्रकं जगुः.
एवं श्री ललिता
Actually, that Lalitambika, with Lalitambika it ends. This is the Sahasranamam we say in the last line. Okay? Abhyasa Dishayanyada. Nothing comes without disciplined practice. She is known only through disciplined practice. It is like, we will say today I am little free so I can recite the Sahasranamam. Tomorrow I will say I will just say hello and go. No. Abhyasa. Disciplined practice. For anything, everything, if you want to be really good at something, you have to have that practice. Abhyasam, discipline. Abhyasam is not simple practice. There are some, English is so, falling short always for the translations. Abhyasam means disciplined practice. It is not just practice. Disciplined practice. She can be reached through only disciplined practice. Shadadvaditaru. Adva means methods or path. Adva, 6 types of path. Margam, we say there are 6 paths. I'll just rush it towards it. Varna, Pada, Mantra, Kala, Mantra, Kala, Tattva, Bhuvana. There are 6 paths. Varna, Pada, Mantra, Kala, Tattva, Bhuvana. How it is, I will explain this in one sentence. Okay. Varna means alphabets. Varna. So that is main for if you want to give any shape. If you say apple needs to be written, you have to give that alphabets there. So alphabets are the base of all. That is why we say is Matruka Varna Rupini. She is in the form of the Varna. Pada is actually Padadva, Varnadva, that is the Varnadva. Adva I told is path. Varnadva, through Matruka Varnas you can reach her. Padadva means verses. Pada means verse. That is also formed by the Matruka Varna only. So it is the next level. You say verses. So Padadva, Mantradva. Mantradva is again combination of alphabets. These 3 are combination of alphabets. Mantradva, Varnadva, Mantradva, Padadva. These 3. No, Padadva and Mantradva. Padam means small. This thing. Mantra means is different. Padam means can be lyrics. Whereas mantra means bijams. Mantra means bijams. Mantra, what we are saying is also mantra. Mantradva. Then the next come Kala. The 64 Kalas. You can reach her through. We have seen lot of examples in our thing. We have seen Surdas, we have seen Tyagaraja Bahadur, we have seen so many Purandaradasar, so many people we have seen who have reached the deity through their music, dance, or different kalas, artists, painters. So whatever, different forms of arts also take to her. Kaladva, okay, Kala, this is the 4th one. Then the next one I said was Tattva. So the Tattvam is the philosophy. It can be philosophical, Tattvam. So Tattvam is the 5th one. And Bhuvana is something that denotes her abodes like Sri Chakra. Sri Chakra is doing the Sri Chakra worship. You can reach her. So these are all the 6 ways she can be reached. In that, Varna, Pada, Mantra are the manifestation of sound, Shabda Brahma. Vak, in the form of Vak. The other 3, Bhuvana, Tattva and Kala, are the manifestation of reasoning. Reasoning is something that is, these 3 comes in that. So the first 3 are called Vimarsha Rupam, the second 3 are called Prakasha Rupam. What is the difference? Is the Prakasham is the light. Vimarsha is the Shakti. Vimarsha Shakti which acts. Prakasha Rupam is the form of the light. Parabrahman is in the form of light. And Vimarsha Shakti is in the form of action. That is what it is. So the 6 ways to reach her is the Shadadvadita Rupini. She is beyond all these 6 methods because she is the Supreme Brahman. Shadadva. She can be reached through all the 6. Avyaja Karunamurti. Avyaja means simple, unpretentious. Not pretentious, simple. I always say keep it simple because Avyaja Karuna. The Karuna doesn't is not, it is so spontaneous and natural for her because she's the Rupam of Karunya. So, personification of compassion. So, it is like so natural for her. She doesn't need take an effort to be Karunya. Sometimes we are all pretentious, sometimes to show the compassion towards something. No need. We will see some, especially when I see the photographs of some politicians giving away something in distributing some food or something. They will just give a post and then they will give. For what? So unpretentious, simple karunyam is hers. So avyaja karunamurti, that never comes, it doesn't reduce at all. It's always avyaja karunamurti. Ajnana dvanda devika. She dispels the darkness called duality as a light. She is the light which dispels the darkness of the duality. Ajnana dvanta. Dvanta means darkness. Ajnana dvanta means darkness of ignorance. She is like a light. Abhala Gopa Vidita. This is a beautiful line in the entire Sahasranama, which I always feel Krishna took the avataram as a Gopa to prove that. This is such a beautiful line. Abhala Gopa Vidita. Bhala means someone who don't know anything, very innocent. Even they can reach her. They don't need to be because we saw that she's simple, unpretentious. Children are simple and unpretentious. So, being simple. Gopa means what? Gopa is someone who is shepherds. Gopa is shepherds. They are also simple-minded because what they need to do is to take the cows for grazing and bring them back. Their knowledge is only that much. That is why the Parabrahman took the form of Bala Gopala. He is Bala as well as Gopala. He is like I always used to feel whenever I recite this Sahasranam, the Brahman has to take the form. This is Abhala Gopa Vidita. She's known. She can be even perceived by such simple people like kids and the Gopalas. So the Brahman himself took the form of a Gopala, Bala Gopala. So that is how that is why gopis were able to reach so easily, because they were also as simple in their devotion. Okay, Abhala Gopa Vidita. Sarvanullanghya Shasana. Very good. All the things we have seen now, Avyaja Karunamurti, all good things we told. But she never spares anything. Her commands had to be obeyed. Sarvanullanghya Shasana. Shasana means the commands. Her commands had to be obeyed. We have no choice. Do we have any choice? Nothing. Why this nama comes? I don't know. We have no other choice but to follow what she says. No? Sarvan, her commands are never disobeyed. Shri Chakra Raja Nilaya. She is. Shri Chakram is her abode. Shri Chakram is where she resides. Srimad Tripura Sundari. Tripura is there are so many intricate meanings of Tripura is there. Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra are also called Tripura. So, Srimad Tripura Sundari, they constitute the part of Shiva's body. Brahma, Vishnu and Rudra, Rudra are constitute the body of the Shiva. You say the Shiva Lingam. Very simple. Yoni is there. Yoni is supposed to be Mahavishnu, Brahma is inside and Shiva is on top as the lingam. So lingam itself is the form of Brahma Vishnu.
Where is the lingam? Down.
Yoni is the Vishnu, and down below the Yoni goes Rudra. Brahma. So Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra is the form of Shivalingam. So she is like, Shiva, she is called Tripura, Srimad Tripura Sundari, because she is the most beautiful in all the three worlds. So she is called Tripura Sundari. Sri Shiva, she is the auspicious in nature. Shiva means Ishvara. Shiva means that Akara means Dirgham, when it comes Shiva, it is Amba. Sri Shiva means it is the most auspicious form of Amba. Shiva, if you say Shiva, Shiva. Shiva means Ishvara. Shiva means Amba. That's why people never say Shiva Shiva. They say Shiva Shiva. So they say together Shiva Shiva. You don't know? That is
I have
why.
heard people say
Shiva Shiva, they say for everything expression differs. Shiva Shiva. Shiva means Shiva Ishwaran. Shiva means Amba. Shiva Shiva means yours. They are said because they are so inseparable in nature, because their nature itself is like, the form and the energy are inseparable. We give the name as Amba, we give the name as Shiva and all those things. Their form itself is inseparable. So Shiva, Sri Shiva, she is called the most auspicious one. Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupini. This is the crux of the Shaktam. That is what slowly they have come from all the way from Sri Mata. They have slowly revealed her in the end, that her form is something with the union of Shiva and Shakti or her form. They are not separate, they are always together. The entire thing that you have heard in the Sahasranamam, it leads to the crux of Shaktam, that is Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupini. Who is she? Lalitha Ambiha. Lalanam is sport. Lalitha Ambiha is the Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupini. The revelation of what is Sri Mata, traveling all through her different forms of worship, different forms and different aspects of Shaktam, they come towards the crux of the Shaktam as Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupini, and that is who she is Lalitha Ambiha. Okay, this is what is the beautiful Lalanam I told is Lalitha Ambiha. Lalanam, sporty. She is very sporty. All her form is very sporty. The things that she do is very effortlessly sporty. That is the reason she is called Lalitha Ambiha. Effortlessly she does everything. And who is she? She is the Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupam, which is the crux of Shaktam worship. Crux of Sri Vidya. We say even the Bindu is Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupam. The Bindu in the Sri Chakra is Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupam. That is why, when we do the Yangyam, that Argyam, when we put it, we consecrate the Argyam as Ambai, and there is a small piece of ginger that is attached to a stick kind of a thing, which we dip it and we put
I've
it.
seen that you do.
Yeah, when I do it, you must have seen it during the Navavarana Puja. Put a small stick of ginger in the tip of the stick.
Banana.
No, ginger, you dip it and then you put it. Tarpanam is done like that. Flower is pujayami, tarpayami is you dip the ginger in the argyam and you put it on.
Why ginger?
Ginger is consecrated as Shiva. So argyam is Amba, ginger is Shiva. So even to worship the Bindu, we have to do it like that. Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupini. This is the base of Shaktam, this is the base of Sri Vidya. So we have come to they have taken from where? From Sri Mata, like she is the mother, to the thing, she is Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupini, and she is called Lalitha Ambiha. Okay, we will just recite this once. Dakshina Dakshina Radhya Darasmera Mukhambuja Kaulini Kevala Nargya Kaivalya Padadayini Stotra Priya Stutimati श्रुति संस्तुत वैभव मनस्विनी मानवती महेशी मंगलाकृतिः विश्वमाता जगद्धात्री विशालाक्षी विरागिनी प्रगल्भा परमोदारा परामोदा मनोमयी व्योमकेशी विमानस्था वज्रिणी वामकेश्वरी पंचयज्ञ प्रिया पंचप्रेतमंचादिशायिनी पंचमी पंचभूतेशी पंचसंख्योपचारिणी शाश्वती शाश्वतैश्वर्या शर्मदा शम्भुमोहिनी धराधरसुता धन्या धर्मिणी धर्मवर्धिनी लोकातीता गुणातीता सर्वातीता शमात्मिका बन्धुककुसुम प्रज्ञा बाला लीला विनोदिनी सुमंगली सुखकरी सुवेशाढ्या सुवासिनी स्वासिन्यर्चन प्रीता शोभना शुद्धमानसा बिन्दुतर्पण संतुष्टा पूर्वजा त्रिपुराम्बिका दशमुद्रा समाराध्या त्रिपुरा श्रीवशङ्करी ज्ञानमुद्रा ज्ञानगम्या ज्ञानज्ञेयस्वरूपिणी योनिमुद्रा त्रिखण्डेशी त्रिगुणाम्बा त्रिकोणगा अनगाद्भुतचारित्रा वाञ्छितार्थप्रदायिनी अभ्यासातिशयज्ञाता षडध्वातीतरूपिणी अव्याजकरुणामूर्तिरज्ञानध्वान्तदीपिका आबालगोपविदिता सर्वानुल्लङ्घ्य शासना श्रीचक्रराजनिलया श्रीमत्त्रिपुरसुन्दरी श्रीशिवा शिवशक्त्यैक्यरूपिणी ललिताम्बिका एवं श्रीललिता देव्या नाम्नां सहस्रकं जगुः इति श्रीब्रह्माण्डपुराणे उत्तरखण्डे श्री हयग्रीवगस्त्य संवादे श्रीललिता सहस्रनामस्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम्।